Very rapidly coming up on Christmas, Saturnalia. Which brings me to an interesting discussion. There was a guy in the house who, I've said it before, I live, right now I live in a faith-based sober living house. And every year for Christmas, they get all the guys hats, gloves, and jackets. Matter of fact, I'm wearing the one I got last year, which, thank you, by the way, it's very warm. I've gotten two now. This will be my third Christmas here. Um, so, I ask everybody their sizes and this kind of stuff. There's a particular individual who made a comment that, I don't celebrate your holidays. I understand where he's coming from a certain standpoint, but at the same time, it's like, dude, no, you don't have to believe in the Bible or scripture or um, the nature and tradition of Christmas has gotten, you know, westernized and materialized and all that. Great academic and philosophical debates. Um, not just him, but other people. Um, it to me, it's a difference of like for example, I have a lot of people who ask me why I don't go to church, and my usual answer is I don't go to most churches out of respect for the church. And it's not because it's not necessarily what I believe, but it's not what I practice, and there's a difference. My church is outside. The feeling that most people get when they attend a particular religious service is I get on a daily basis every time I walk outside and look up at the stars and the sun, or a particular bird flies past, or I'm gifted with one of the many, many, many feathers I have. Just because someone doesn't practice their beliefs in the same way you do doesn't make them wrong, and it doesn't make you right or superior. It's all a function of ego. It amazes me how many people compare themselves with other people. I see it a lot in the house, obviously. I recently had a conversation, I think it was in my last video, where one guy kept kind of comparing himself to his cousins and stuff, and it's like, why? Why? But looking outside of yourself for your value and worth, you will always be disappointed. Chasing your own tail. Remember who and what you are. You are a divine being having a human experience. And sure, that's part of human experience, no doubt. But maybe that part of the human experience is more about experiencing all the wonderful ways, imperfectly chaotic, beautiful ways that the divine has chosen to incarnate on this particular planet at this particular time. Maybe it's about recognizing the infinite number of experiences that we are all going through. And recognizing that that's what it's about the journey, it's about the experience. I struggle with that a lot sometimes, because I see people struggling in areas that I've struggled in, and of course, I want to, all pun intended, be their shepherd.